been pretty good, man. It's been pretty good. Just, struggling with finding eggs, apparently. It's been such a weird situation, actually. I've been super sort of perplexed at what is going on with the egg market right now and how many people are stress buying eggs that are inevitably just going to go bad in their homes. And then people who actually need eggs aren't going to have them, which so dumb. So dumb. What's up, Colton? I paid $6 for 12 eggs at the Dollar Tree yesterday. Couldn't believe. What the fuck, man? Yeah, that's criminal. That's absolutely criminal. I was looking at some of the eggs and I'm just blown away because first of all, they're like $60 at Sam's Clubs. And second of all, they're not even there. I can't even buy them. Eggs go bad? Yeah, man. Well, they take a long time, but they do go bad. Speaking from experience, gotten salmonella poisoning from eating 6 eggs that were entirely rotten before. It's not just Americans that are having issues with eggs. Are other people having, this is just a normal live, not a Q&A. Other people are having issues with eggs right now? I actually didn't know that. Should I type in what's going on with eggs? Going on with eggs. Should we ask DeepSeek, the Chinese AI? Okay, here we go. CBS. CBS has us covered. Let's see what CBS has to say. I actually think it's ridiculous because I need eggs. Like I thrive off of eggs. People cook eggs and freeze them. Shit, I've never done that. $6 a dozen is an average. Where are you getting them cheaper? They're much cheaper, dude. I mean, it depends on where you live, honestly, because in certain areas, that's pretty normal. In Arizona, that was normal, but where I am in Florida, that's not normal. At least at the to be fair, it's at the commissary. So what's the egg situation in the USA and Canada? They're, 5 CAD for 12? No, they aren't. No fucking way they're that way. I used to buy from an organic egg dealer as well. I'd text her every week and I'd be like, hey, can I pick up my eggs? And she'd be like, sure, come by. It literally was like a drug deal, but for eggs. It was great. I actually loved doing that because it saved so much money. It was great. So apparently, why are egg prices soaring? Behind rising egg prices and shortages is a strain of highly pathogenic avian influenza. That is not why I thought egg prices were increasing. Known as H5N1, that killed 13.2 million commercial egg-laying hens in a month of December alone and continues to depopulate flocks into 2025, according to the USDA. Outbreaks of H5N1 were first detected in the U.S. in 2022 and are considered to be the main driver behind the years of long volatility within egg prices. Did you guys know that? I had zero clue. Eat eggs at whole paycheck here in San Jose. Oh my God. At the high is $12.99, at the low is $9. That's pretty high. I got 12 for $4, but I can get some in my neighborhood. Wonder why eggs are marked as expensive, but chicken breasts are still the same price. That's a fair point, actually. That is a really fair point. I'd figure because maybe you can still kill a chicken and get its meat if it dies of influenza, but maybe not get its eggs. I feel like the eggs are probably dependent on a hen and not just broiler chickens, which are two different things. At least from what I remember when I was working on a farm. Thanks, Obama. Fucking Obama, man. He did this shit to us. First time getting into one of those streams. Oh, what's up, man? I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is interesting, you guys. Half again. Oh, wow. They have inflation prices for all this stuff. That's super cool. Yogurt. Oh, man. We've been getting robbed of that yogurt. Not really. Yogurt prices are pretty fair. Where's them eggs at? Dozen eggs. Shoo, man. 2019, it was $1.50 for dozen eggs. Average price. Average price now is $4.15. Time to stock up on chicken. Yeah, everyone buy their chickens. Buy whole chickens. Just buy the entire chicken. That's crazy. I don't remember them ever being that cheap. $1.54. $9 a kilo is still pretty expensive. I pay about $3.50 for a big 32-ounce yogurt. You pay $3.50? Where are you paying $3.50 for that much yogurt? Oh my God. That is so cheap. Since 2019, eggs have gone up by 160%. Ain't nothing like some good inflation. Orange juice has gone up 90%. Coffee has gone up 64%. Why? That's ridiculous. Ground beef, 48%. Rice? What? Come on. Aldi? Man, I gotta go to Aldi. That's cheap. Okay, $5.63 USD. It's still pretty expensive. It's we get so like here it's about I just ordered some. It was about $3.20 USD for a pound. So it's a little bit over what we pay. Steak 41%. That's cap. Steak is way more expensive now. Depends on the steak. Man. Quite the times we're living in, folks. Money goes so much less further with just about anything. I feel like every stream we talk about this, how money is just not as significant as it used to be. What days we live in. I'm shocked. A 160% increase for eggs is just wild. Aldi is so good. Everything is cheaper and usually better quality than Walmart. The problem with Aldi that I've had is that their shit is almost expired by the time I get it. So, but that usually doesn't matter because I eat it anyways. It's just a little annoying when something goes bad after you paid for it. Specifically the fruit, like strawberries and stuff, they'll go bad. And it's like, dude, I ate like 3 strawberries. Come on now. Come on now. Um, Tariffs are about to hit the US. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Listen, we've been through worse as a community of people. I think so. It's only fair to say. We've been through so much worse. And in the reality of all of this, I think you can also rest assured that it's a collective experience. It's not an individual experience. And so if as a collective, the experience becomes bad enough and enough people are opposed to their environment, rest assured things will happen because of it. And I think, like I said in the last live, I think this is just a churning of the soil and sort of the churning to plant new seed. And once that new seed is planted, times will get way easier. Like way easier. I think that like in reality, this is going to be fucking tough, but speak for yourself, brother. There's a lot of poors in the US. So many people already can't afford to live. Well, yeah, but I also think that the majority of people are not, right? Like the majority of people make, 60 plus $1,000 a year and can afford a carton of eggs. I think to be fair, the poor people are the outliers. Like poor is also subjective, right? Poor is subjective because you can say you're poor, but do you just really pay above your means? Which is more likely the case often than not, is like you're just paying above the lane you live in. Why are you paying $2K for rent when you could be paying, $950? You just don't want to live in the other place. Why are you paying a $500 car payment when you could be paying 0 car payment? You just didn't want the used car. Why are you paying for unlimited data when you don't need it? Why do you have the new iPhone 16 when you don't need it? Like you could say people are poor. A lot of the times poor is like, yes, there's poor people, but they're also self-created. And yeah, if you're poor, you have a link card. You have the EBT card or whatever. The government will pay for your groceries. It's kind of the nice thing about the United States. I feel like there could also be a bit of optimization of their spending groceries wise. Yeah, that too. Like you can search around. Coupons are a thing still, guys. Coupons are a real thing. I don't fuck with them, but they work. You can go cut out a coupon out of a book and you have tons of money off. Let's do it. Poverty. About 11% from the most recent data of January 2024. 11% of the US population. Or 30, to put that into perspective, that's 37.9 million people living in poverty in America, which I feel bad for them. That sucks. But also, to be very fair, I feel like the grand majority of America is not impoverished. And ultimately, while they might be suffering, there are programs to help that 11.5% of people. There's many programs, government programs, that help these kind of people. I only know because I was in them when I was emancipated as a child. Not gonna lie, I get frozen meat 50% off most of the time. Yeah, dude, Costco and Sam's Club's frozen meat is ridiculously cheap. A little bit sketchy. Heck, 93.7 ground beef was 5.99 a pound. 99 turkey is really? That's crazy. There's a lot of people above the poverty line. It doesn't mean they're doing well. Being above poverty line doesn't mean you're doing well. No, it doesn't, but it does mean that you can likely afford most things. Like if we did the math, do you really think that most people couldn't live off 60K? We just actually had this conversation with a guy last night, or last live, where he talked about he has a wife, I think 3 or 4 kids, and he makes 60 to 70K a year, and he supports all of them. And I think we were talking to him about how it's just a perspective of what you spend and not how much you make. What's up, bro? Dave and Jackie, thank you. Egging houses just became a rich people sport for sure. Right? No Zoomer will ever know the know the enjoyment of egging in toilet. Yeah, especially not toilet paper. Dude, you'd be spending a full ass paycheck on toilet papering a house. That TP gig is done. My wife and I were just talking about this topic. I was remembering some of the toilets I had to live when I was younger, shared a house with 12 other people. Yeah. You got to do what you got to do. Like I tell this story a lot, but I was I was removed from my home from Child Protective Services when I was 13, and then I was basically on my own since 17, like on my own custody and everything. Dude, shit was not easy at 17 years old, or you're still in high school trying to live on your own. But like I lived the shitty lifestyle. I drove the broken car that I bought for $700 and learned how to fix on YouTube so I could drive to school and work. Like I learned how to fix the things in my rental apartment because the landlord wouldn't do it. I paid $500 for rent, and it was like a size of a closet type room. I had no washer, dryer, no stove, nothing like that, I think a lot of people just get used to comforts. But debt-free 60, 70K is probably somewhat livable. Yeah. Due to egg prices, we were coloring potatoes this Easter. Dude, that's brilliant, actually. That's that's so fucking... That's some real shit, dude. That's like the type of US we live in right now. Easter ain't the same no more. I bet a lot of the people making 60K live in areas where the cost of living is expensive. I think there's a lot of nuance in that conversation. Oh, for sure. I'm not saying there's not, but I do think that, like, as a whole, more people could probably live what they would define as better if they stopped spending so much money on a lot of other non-necessities, like, car payments and shit. I still hear people say they make $11 an hour, and I'm like, nice. 70K is king level comfort in my spot. Probably. But that's the thing, right? Is like where I am, that's not good luck buying a home. What oil do you spray your pan with? I use butter. And then I'll wipe the pan. So I'll like melt the butter, because I personally don't think you should cook with olive oils. I don't think you should cook with avocado oils, none of that shit, because it has a low boiling or a low smoking point. So I use butter, and then I just literally wipe the pan with a paper towel so it cleans all the residue off, and there's just a film of butter on the pan. That's what I've always done. If you make 60K in LA, you can't even afford to own your own house. Yo, well, if you make 60K, I was just talking to a guy who, literally just before this call, we were just on a call, and he lives in California. He has a house that is, I just bought this house, right, for $305,000. He has a house that is far older than mine, smaller in square footage, not renovated. Mine is completely renovated. I've renovated the shit out of it. He pays $6,000 a month for his mortgage. His house is worth more than $600,000, and it was built in 1900, not the 1900s, 1900. So like California is just dumb. It's a dumb move. If you want to make investments, if you're smart about your money, it's just not a great place to be. Expert tip: 99% of grocery stores will honor sale prices from a flyer, even if they. Yes. So true. I was just so funny you bring that up. I was just talking about that. I'm like, you're talking about being broke and stuff. I'm like, coupons still work. You know, I remember back in the day, coupons were the shit. You'd cut them up and you have a book of coupons. You had like a full stack of coupons. You bring those to the store. You fucking get sales on everything. You got meat. Cool. They got a sale with this coupon. All right, I'm buying all the fucking chicken now because it's going to be way cheaper. And so you just get coupons, and then once you got enough coupons, you go grocery shopping, you buy in bulk, everything was way cheaper. Yeah, 300K would barely cover a home in Cali. It's ridiculous. From my understanding, it's not necessarily a set salary being unavailable, but most jobs, specifically in the city, pay less. Yeah, that too. They pay far less. I live in a pretty rural area in Washington State, and the average 1 acre lot, 3 bedroom, that's crazy. I feel like that's ridiculously expensive. For a 3-bed, 2-bath, it's pretty nuts. Because that's what was that like a new build? Because I just got this in Florida, 5 minutes from the beach, and it's 300. Yeah, it's 300, same as Josh. That's crazy. Pro poverty tip: if you can get away with grease, grease are free. And what do you mean? Geese are free. I think I know what you mean. That's fucked up. Don't eat geese, bro. Don't be eating geese. Oh my God. Just, I'm just thinking about like this fucking guy grabbing a goose by his head. That's so fucked up, dude. No, my God, out here strangling geese for fucking meat. The damn chicken prices are too high. The tariffs are getting to me. Okay, buddy. Everything's free if you shop. Do geese lay eggs? I don't know, but ducks do. If you live in the north, you got ducks on your hands.